Hi, I'm Josh Farrell, Wine Director for Wine Express, and I have a very special guest with me today. I have Austin Hope of Hope Family Wines. They're producers of the Austin Hope brand wines, Liberty School wines, and Treana wines, among others. We're going to taste the Treana White today, which is a very unique blend from the Central Coast of California. It's a Rhone varietal blend of Marsanne and Viognier. And this was Austin's brainchild, right, Austin?
Yeah, this is I love this wine. I mean, I think for people that haven't tried Viognier or Marsanne put together, you have to do it. This is a wine that this is not just for breakfast anymore. You know, this is a wine that is really exciting. Viognier to me was always a wine that this was kind of real effusive and bright and brilliant in the nose, but it kind of lacked mid structure, mid weight, you know. And so when we tasted Marsanne by itself, it's like, man, what an amazing wine. It's got the honey and the overtones, the richness, real heavy and mid palate.
Right.
So when you put the Marsanne and Viognier together, you've got a complete wine in my mind.
Well, my real question for you is, how did you know that these varietals were going to be so successful?
You know, I'll tell you honestly, everything has luck involved with it. So we didn't know 100% that it was going to be successful. We just, you know. So
you gambled?
We gambled, for sure. Watching the climates of the Rhone and certain areas within the Central Coast, there are some similarities to it. And that's, we pushed it a little bit, probably farther than we maybe thought we could by growing it in a little cooler area.
Right.
But I think it rewarded us.
Grapes are sourced from the Mercelet, right?
Yeah, some of when we first got started, it was all planted on the Mercelet vineyard. So the Mercelet vineyard was really the first stomping ground for this particular wine. And it's very cold up there. So we got a tremendous amount of hang time, which is very interesting. Some people don't know that, but most of the time we end up picking our whites last. So we go all the way into November with this wine. So this flowers way before Cabernet does in Paso Robles, and we still don't pick it until the end of November. Our latest we've picked was like November 24th or something like that.
But then you get a lot of complexity in those grapes,
Tremendous amount of complexity, yeah.
Wow. That's great. So I understand you do some barrel fermentation also with this wine.
We do about, depends on the year, but 60 to 70% of it is barrel fermented, and then we do about the balance 30% plus.
Now, is that for the Viognier as well as the Marsanne?
We mix it up. Marsanne, you got to be real careful with wood. It's like a sponge. If you put Marsanne in too much new wood, it just like
soaks it up.
Because it already naturally, characteristically has a woody kind of character to the grape itself. So when you add too much wood, and it gets real aggressive. So we break it up a little bit. The Marsanne does really well in stainless steel as well. So we leave, you know, a fairly good amount in stainless without seeing wood, which really adds another level to this wine.
And so that the barrel fermentation obviously adds some richness, some body to the wine as well.
Absolutely, because we leave it on the lees, which, you know, for people who don't know what leaving on the lees, it's the sediments that fall to the bottom. We call it sur lie, is what it's called in French, and you hear that. And we actually stir it up and mix it back up into the wine, and it gives it a little more richness, more character, more flavors. And
I'm getting a lot of honey on this. Wow.
This is probably one of the most interesting wines that you can actually fall in love with just the nose, because it's what they call
violet
French
from the
call
Viognier.
Bottle bouquet, or you know, it has.
Yeah, quite intense.
Yeah, you can pick up almost like some truffle and, you know, oil.
I'm going to taste too.
The other thing that's great about this wine is the acidity. For me, white wines, if they don't have good acidity, they're not great.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The balance is so nice. I mean, it's really rich and fat on the palate, all that honey and those flowers. But then that acidity comes up, and you say, "Wow, I'm getting refreshed here."
Yeah, exactly, and that's what I love about great white wines. They've got to have that good acidity at the finish. It cleans your palate. It makes you ready for more. It gives you that kind of, I want another taste. I want that.
And you also mentioned that these wines age quite well. I'm sure that acidity helps in that too.
Absolutely, they do. Yeah, you know, white wines in California, you don't hear about it. I mean, if you think white aging, the only thing you're going to think about is white Burgundies or Sauternes.
Right.
And to a lesser extent, the Rhone. People don't really know the white Rhones that much. They know the red Rhones, but the white Rhones will age for a tremendous amount of time as well. But these are going all the way back to 1996, and we're still drinking them.
Wow.
So
you can enjoy it now, and you can put it in your cellar and enjoy it later as well. Yes. This has been great.
Yeah.
Thanks, Austin.
Thank you.
All right. Enjoy.